Hey guys, it's me, Jen. I hope you guys are doing so awesome. I am yet onto a different journaling style. You knew it was going to be sooner or later. And I just have that crafty or that normal ADHD. If you guys want to see what I'm into now, you got to stay tuned. Okay, here it is. It is a composition book. Oh my gosh, I am committing yet to another journal. Oh my gosh. I mean, the seasons of life change, situations change, you get tired of things, you get in the mood to do something different. Yeah, so that is where I'm at right now. Here I'm just showing you this month's Patreon digitals and wanted to give you like a sneak peek of those, and they are available now. And that is an interactive piece where you can set goals and then on the flowers, and then you can put them on a stem and then add a leaf for every step that you accomplish. And you can write on the leaf what steps you accomplished. So that's a pretty cool piece. And yeah, just got some original art on there and some hidden journaling spots there on the right for bad dreams and good dreams. And right here, I'm just trying to audition the pieces that I made this month to see what I want to go onto the cover. And I apologize for my cereal bowl being in the shot, and then I have a coffee stain on the right side. Oh my God, it's so mortifying. Anyway, so I have art from other creators. I got Terribly Creative, Pocket Journal Pam, and Susie's Tiny Desk. And I also do include Jenna Templeton. And she inspired me this month to incorporate some like photography in with the printables. So I just want to say thank you to her for being an inspiration. She made some Play-Doh printables this month, and I just so adore them, and they're so colorful. And yeah, this is Susie's Tiny Desk, and it's always a joy to see my peers artwork every month. It's such a sweet surprise, and it's just so fun to look through. So here I'm cutting out some pieces that just jump out to me and are very colorful, and I'm going to use those to decorate the front of my composition journal. So I guess I'll just go ahead and tell you like what I was doing and why I got motivated to change it up. I was doing my little punk journals, and it was really nice because I just made a simple little journal that was small and just had a few pages. It was really easy to fill in and to complete within like a week and a half to 2 weeks. And that was really cool. And I have a really nice stack of those journals, and they're really fun to look at. But what was happening was, I would finish one, but then some more things would come up, some exciting things or something I wanted to journal or a to-do list or something, and I had not had another journal made up. I had to kind of wait for myself to make the journal, every 2 weeks. So it's just a really delicate balancing act, between having like a short-term journal and then one that's extremely long for like a year or 6 months, and having to look at it like over and over again. There's Jenna's printables there. So onto YouTube, there are some people that do composition journals, and they just look so bright and colorful and fun to me. And I've made some in the past, but I chopped them up, like made them much smaller. And yeah, anyway, I've watched a few videos, and they look really freeing. And I have a book by Linda Berry. Then I'm just now getting her syllabus book. And it was just so fun looking. And I know my pages aren't going to look like hers and aren't going to be all filled in, but I'm hoping to incorporate the easy technique that I was using in my previous punk journals into the composition book. So already, you haven't seen this yet, but already I've made some background pages just by using my markers again. Just simple grid patterns and some other playful patterns that are very simple, like little circles and things like that. So I've already colored on them and made some backgrounds, and then I've made a few doodles, and I've journaled things that I observed or what has happened on June 1st and June 2nd so far. So far it's going well. And then I think, I will do the layering approach where I will come back and I will add fellow creators' artwork as well as mine into the pages and around the journaling. And I will even tape things in as little tip-ins to cover up the writing. And I will use the clear tape and the masking tape. And I'm not going to get into washi tape because I want it to be as simple as possible. So, sorry, I don't know what happened there. Frog in my throat. I'm showing you these books, Shadow and Bone. I'm loving it. I just discovered the show on Netflix. Totally obsessed with it. And ordered the books. I was so excited about it. So I'm almost done with I am done with the first 3, and I've already started on the second duology thing. So I'm just excited. I haven't been this excited about books since Twilight came out. So, and then I did a little Cassandra Clare action, but yeah, since then it's been a while since I've read the series. Anyway, the world building in that book is just phenomenal. I don't know. I would recommend you watch the show first because it's just phenomenal. And it gives you such a good visual of the characters and the world and everything. They just did such a good job. I think they spent a ton of money on that show. There's 2 seasons and it's well worth it. Very violent, but the violence is just so emotional. It's not fake where you're just totally unfazed by it. It's just so, oh my gosh, it's weird. Anyway, so yeah, I was showing you my books. I'm just so happy. I'm obsessed with them. And let me know if you guys watch that show. Kaz is my absolute favorite character in the show. So yeah, if anybody wants to chat about that, I'm available down below. So yeah, just trimming up my images to make my cover. And that's what I'm planning to do. My kids are home from school for the summer. So I think this will be a lot easier instead of having to make a little new journal every 2 weeks. I think this is going to be so much easier. And the book I got it at Walmart. It was only $1. And yeah, I would suggest you look up some shows some videos on YouTube of these wonderful composition books. They're just amazing. So I'm excited to see what I can do with it and see if I can add tons of stuff, tip-ins and just all kinds of stuff. I want to add feathers. I just want to add so many things. So we'll see how it goes. Also been really into, I'm now the word, Carrie Smith, I believe. And it's not a political commentator, it's an artist. And she made the Wreck This journals. And I have ordered those journals for my kids to play with this summer. And I've gotten so many books from her, and they're very inspiring regarding journaling and regarding being present in your environment and being less on screens and keeping yourself away from advertisements and big capitalism, So I have, let's see, what is it called? I'm just so dead right now. The Wanderer Society is just such a beautiful book. I'm in love with it. And I got How to Be an Explorer in the World, and I got guerrilla artwork or How to Be a Guerrilla Artist. So I would suggest you guys check those out. They're really cool, and they make me feel at peace, and it reminds me of like the olden days of like 2010s. Like it seemed like everybody was kind of like focusing on like slow living and doing a lot of DIY because the recession and stuff happened, and people were going to thrift stores and just being like, and then like social media wasn't like ramped up that hard at that time. So yeah, it just reminds me of those peaceful times. And I honestly have not been on social media, I just haven't. And I've been focusing on getting my kids on a summer schedule. So that's been nice. And so far they're doing good with it. And they get 2.5 hours of tech a day, but they do a lot of playing at first, and then they get a little break of an hour of video games. And then in the evening, once the day is pretty much over, they can have an hour and a half of like, programming, like TV, So they've been struggling with that, like having a withdrawal from like the dopamine hit that you get from like being entertained, and just I'm really working with them on creating their own enjoyment and entertainment, and like using their own brains to create something, instead of having somebody else do the creating. And that's another point that Carrie Smith makes. She says if you don't use your creativity and go out into the world and do your own projects and things, that your brain will atrophy, like being on social media all the time. And that just really stuck with me. So the less you can be on social media, the more time you have to really observe your environment and learn about birds. And, what kind of bird is that? And what kind of flower is this? What kind of wildflower is this? And the more you just get to journal, there's so many things that you can journal about, things that you've heard, things that your family members have said, ideas that you have about like philosophy and what you think about how to live life. And you can just get all this stuff down and really be alone with your thoughts. And yeah, so I suggest you guys give it a try, and just turn to books and try to like look for some really quality programming, and I hate to say it, but like films and like series that are directed by, pretty good directors and have a good budget, like, a lot of thought it goes into that kind of stuff, like with the writing. So compared to YouTube, so I think it involves a little deeper thinking. And the show, Shadow and Bones, I mean, just the art alone, I'm just, you can really get art or like consume it through a film or a show, and it's just, I would think about the show going to bed. Like it just stuck with me. And sometimes I would have dreams about the show. Just the visuals and the cinematography and the costumes and just everything was just, I can't get over it. So anyway, it's on Netflix. Check it out. So yeah, and now I'm just sealing it up with the shipping tape, which I did an awful job with this. It got so wrinkled at the top, but there's no way to avoid it. But they do have sheets of this, but I just haven't had time to look into it or order it. I think you'd probably get a lot of air bubbles that way as well. So, but yeah, and that is all I have for you guys today. And wow, this is a really short video. I apologize for that, but I'm really just wanted to check in with you guys and let you know what's going on. And just been really busy getting the kids out of school, and now I hope that we can slow down and just experience life and have a good summer. And the weather has been pretty temperate this year, and I'm so grateful for that. So guys, let me know below what's going on. What are you working on? What kind of journal are you using? What do you think of Patreon and art that is offered there by small creators and artists? What do you think about that concept of supporting small creators instead of going and getting scrap of paper or that kind of thing? Yeah, let me know what's going on and what you think about composition journaling. And do you think I'll be able to do it, or am I going to get tired of it again? You guys have a wonderful weekend and week next week. And just remember, you guys are so creative and I love you. You just got to believe in yourself. Everybody is an artist. So many famous people have said that quote, that everybody is an artist. And it really is true. So stop talking crap about yourself. Just get over it and just do something. Just scribble. Then eventually you will get into the flow after some time. Okay? Live in the world. Get it outside. Just be present. Don't talk while you're taking a walk. Just look at stuff. Look at the earth and the flowers and the birds. And enjoy, guys. Have a good weekend. Bye.